In this class, we are going to learn how to enable the AI features in our Oracle integration Gen 3 instance. So we'll start with today's use case. That is, first of all, we will learn how we can enable or disable the AI features in OIC. In order to enable or disable the AI feature, we have to just navigate to the settings and we have to enable the AI features. I have successfully logged into my Oracle Integration Gen 3 instance. From the navigation menu, if you just click on this navigation menu, you have to go to the settings. Then you will find this option that says AI setting. There is this toggle button with the name enable the AI features. So this should be toggled and made to on. Suppose if it is not turned on, you have to make sure it is turned on and you have to click on save. So this is the first step. Once it is enabled only, you will be able to use the AI offerings in the Oracle integration. So here is the reference for the same based on which we are covering today's class. So I will go through this documentation. I am here in the using integrations in Oracle Integration 3. From the table of content, you have to navigate to the topic number 2, that is learning about integrations. Under that, there is this option that says AI innovation and Oracle integration. So this is the heading. So if you just click on fast track automation with embedded AI, building the intelligent automation and automate with agentic AI. So these are the offerings currently as part of AI in Oracle integration. So first of all, we have to enable the AI offering, that is by going to the settings, and we have to enable the AI feature. So this is what I have captured in this Word document. So for in detail or up to date documentation, you can anytime go to the documentation link which I have shown you just now. Now let's use the AI features available in the Oracle integration. So first we will see how we can create the integration using the natural language. You have to make sure that you are creating the project in your Oracle integration. So all the AI features are available as part of the projects. So let's consider building the integration. I will say plus. So normally you will go for create and start creating or building the integration, or you will be clicking on import and importing the .iar file. Suppose if you are building the integration in some other instance, you will be seeing there is this option that says start with the pre-built integration. I will click on this. So here there are a few recipes which are developed by Oracle or their partners. So we can make use of the same. Suppose if I want to integrate NetSuite or with any of the applications, I can just search with the NetSuite, and here you will see bunch of options. You can just click on choose and it will import the recipe created by Oracle or their partners. Now what if I will tell you that as part of the AI, we have to just tell our requirement in the natural language, and Oracle will be constructing or building the entire flow for us. Suppose if you are unable to find the recipes over here, you can click on create my own integration. Alternatively, we can also click on plus and click on create and select the integration. So other option is we can go to the pre-built integration. Suppose if you are unable to find the required recipe over here, you can go for create my own integration. So whatever method you want, you can go for the same. I will mention over here test integration. And if you want to give some code, I will give 100. Scroll down. So here in the AI prompt, I can write the prompt saying, I want to create an integration which will read the records from the ATP database table. And for each record, we have to loop through and create the CSV file and write to the FTP server. So we have to just mention it over here and click on create. So this is going to build the integration for us. Suppose if you want to be very specific that you have to create the scheduled integration, you have to mention. Otherwise, this is going to create the event-based integration or integration which is exposed over the REST API. Now here in this case, I have not mentioned that this has to be exposed over the REST protocol or this should be a scheduled integration. So it has assumed that I'm asking for subscribing to a particular event, and it has created the connections or the invocations over here. Like it has added the ATP database connection and the FTP. So currently at the time of recording this class, MapWeb is not included as part of this recipe when it is building the flow using the natural language. Suppose if you like the flow, you have to just click on accept. Suppose if you dislike, you have to just click on thumbs down. Now suppose if we want to enhance this, we have to first of all save. So when we are building the integrations using the natural language, that is by using the AI, we have to first of all save, and then only we will be able to give next instruction. Now here in this case, we don't have the fault handler. I will tell add the fault handler and send email and click on send. So this is going to enhance our flow. So this is how we can edit the integrations using the AI. Just we have to write the instructions in the natural language over here. Now it has added the email notification part by creating the fault handler. You can just drag this for each over here. Suppose if you don't like this change, we can just click on this thumbs down. So it will remove the changes whatever it has done. So like this, we can thumbs up or thumbs down in order to accept or reject the changes. So this is one of the way how we can create the integration with the natural language prompt, and as well as we can edit. Just we have to update the instructions over here and it will modify. So this is how very quickly we can build the integration using the AI feature. Alternatively, if you are going for create and creating the scheduled integration, let me write over here test schedule, and I will click on create. So there is no AI prompt over here if you go for create. Suppose if you are creating the integration, that is by going to pre-built integrations menu, then only you will get that AI prompt. So nothing to worry here. Also, we will get this option where we can instruct and provide the prompt, and AI will build the integration. I will just copy paste the command over here or the prompt, that is copy and paste, and click on send. So Oracle will be modifying our integration flow based on the instruction, and it will be adding all the necessary invocations over here. Currently mapper is not added over here, so we have to manually add the mapper. So there is the bug at the time of recording this class. So this is how we can build the integrations very quickly using the natural language. Just we have to mention the requirement in the spoken English or the natural language over here. I will click on thumbs up so that I can retain the changes and click on save. And subsequently, if you want to update, just we have to write the instructions. Oracle will update the flow. So this was regarding the first feature, how we can make use of AI in Oracle integration, that is to quickly build the integration from scratch, and also how we can update the integrations. Next, coming to the scheduled integration. So both the scheduled as well as application or the event driven integrations, we can build with the help of AI prompts. So all the types of integration, we will see this option. Now suppose you will ask, while building the scheduled integrations, we face difficulty in writing the iCal expression. Suppose if you have to schedule the integration using some complex logic. So it's nothing to worry. If you have enabled the AI feature, we have to just mention the requirement that is in the natural language, and Oracle will be creating the schedule. Now let's see this feature. I will go to my instance. I will consider one of the scheduled integrations over here. That's over here. I will click on add the schedule. Here I will go for the iCal expression, and in the schedule, I will write in the natural language that my requirement is to run this integration, that is at 5:30 p.m. every 10 minutes, and run daily at 6 p.m. every 10 minutes, and run daily at 7 p.m. every 10 minutes until 7:30 p.m. Click on validate. Now Oracle will be generating the iCal expression over here. Now our job is just to copy this from here, copy and paste. Just replace this star and space with the ampersand. So this is the only change you have to do. Let me just change and remove star with ampersand and click on validate. So this is how you have to write your requirement, copy from the suggestion, whatever it has provided over here, and paste it over here. Click on save. So like this, using the natural language or the AI, we can quickly build the schedule, that is the iCal expressions using the prompts. Now we can just go back and start the schedule. So this is what we can do. Let's see what is the next offering we have. Next offering is the documentation. Suppose if you are working on integration, your project manager or the customer might ask you to write the documentation. Suppose if you are running tight on time, then we can make use of the AI features, and Oracle will take care of the documentation. Let's see how to do the same. If you have enabled the AI features, you will see this option, that is learn about this project. You have to click on this, and Oracle will automatically create the document for you. Now, suppose if you have updated some integration and if you see that the documentation is not up to date, we can just click on this, that is regenerate the documentation, and Oracle will make use of OCI generative AI services behind the scene, and it will generate the content. Now let's wait for a couple of seconds. So here is the complete overview, like what and all integrations this project is having, and also Oracle will generate the documents for each and every integration. You can click on this and see the details for each integration. Suppose if you want to save this as a PDF, you can click this button which says save as PDF, and it will download the entire documentation as a PDF file. Now let me click on this. So this is the document which it has downloaded into my computer. So it is having complete details over here. Now let me come back to my instance. Suppose if you are looking for individual integration document, then we have to go into one of the integrations. I will go into this integration. And suppose if you just see over here in this panel, there you will see learn about this integration. Click on this and you can click on generate the information for this integration. Suppose this button is enabled. Now when I click this is for the first time I'm generating or revealing content. Oracle will document each and every action with name over here, what it does in detail. So you have to give some meaningful names for each and every action in your integration. Suppose if you want to look at the change history, you can just click on this change history and you will be able to see who and all have modified this integration. Each and every artifact over here could be documented using AI. Now let's consider one of the libraries I will import. I will select the JS file. I have selected one of the JS file and click on import. Now I will select this and I will add the input output parameters. Suppose if you want to document this, which is very tedious activity and time consuming, I will just click on these actions and click on edit the info. As in the description, you will see it's empty. I will click on just generate. Now this is going to read the entire code and it is going to generate the description. I will tell replace. So it is going to replace the document over here. So like this, very quickly in few steps, we can generate the documentation for any artifacts in the Oracle integration. And the next important feature is on the error handling. Suppose if you want to know what error has occurred in the integration, then we don't have to go to the entire audit flow. We have to just click on the error hospital and we have to just click on this arrow. We'll see how to do the same. I will click on the navigation menu, observability, and we have to click on the errors. So we will be taken straight away into the error hospital over here in our observability. Here I could see there are a number of errors occurred in my instance. Now what you have to do is, suppose if you want to go to traditional way, you can click on the audit logs. You will see each and every activity occurred in this integration. Now our focus is on using the AI. Just click on open details. Now here Oracle will highlight in detail, that is in the summary, what has gone wrong in this integration. We don't have to go into the each and every integration and see what has errored out. So Oracle will highlight over here. So this is one of the best AI features available in integration at the time. Now this is not the only thing which has to offer in the AI. Oracle will be adding more and more features and also enhancing the already available things which we have discussed till now. And you will see a lot of AI offerings which will be added to Oracle Integration Gen 3 shortly. So let's consider coming to the connections. Now it is up to the connections creator. Majority of the connections are created by Oracle, but there are a few connections which are built by third party or the partners of Oracle. Now suppose if you want to make use of AI features in connection, first of all, the connection creator has to incorporate this feature in their connection. Then only we will be able to leverage. Now here is one of the practical examples how we can make use of generative AI and we can configure the SQL connection. Like we don't have to write the SQL query, just with the natural language, we have to just mention over here, get all the data from the employees table where the salary is greater than 35. It will write the query on its own. But there is a catch. We have to configure the profiles. Let me just copy this over here and we will go to the documentation. I'm here in the official documentation page, that is for using the Oracle Autonomous AI Database Serverless. From the table of content, we have to go to features and under that we have to go to use select AI for natural language. So here is the complete overview how we have to create the profile. Basically, you can make use of one of the LLM models over here by OpenAI. There are few set of supported LLMs over here which you can use. In the table, Oracle has mentioned few of them like Anthropic, Google, OCI, Generative AI, OpenAI, so on and so forth. So we have to create the profile and you have to provide the API keys which you generate from the vendor like the OpenAI platform. So this is how you have to first of all create the profile. Then only you will be able to select the profile from the database and you will be able to write the AI prompt over here in order to configure the connection. So these are few of the offerings in the Oracle integration using AI. Now let's see in practical how we can do the same. We don't have the profile as of now, but I will show you in one of the integrations how we can consume. So here I will add the database connection, that is ATP-DBCon, and I will go for select AI for SQL. I will just give some random name, click on next. So here you have to create the profile. Once you have created the profile in your database, you have to select that profile. It will be visible in the list of value. Currently, I don't have any profile, so I'm not seeing anything. Here I will tell get all records from employees table whose or where salary is greater than 10K USD. So like this, you can create, click on generate the query, Oracle will be generating the query. So since I don't have the profile, I'm unable to create the query. So you can follow the documentation by Oracle and very quickly you can build the queries, provided you complete the prerequisites for the models which you're going to use like OpenAI and all, and get the API keys, and also you should be having the credits in order to consume the models. So this is how we can make use of AI features in Oracle Integration Gen 3. So at the time of recording this class, we are having only few set of AI features, and also these are limited to only specific regions at the time of recording this class. All the AI features is not available across the globe in all the regions. You have to make sure that the AI features which you are going to use is available in your tenancy and in that particular region. So in all the regions where there is a huge demand for Oracle integration and Oracle products, Oracle has released these AI features, which should be available in most of the regions, but in few regions where the demand is low for Oracle products, so you may see this AI feature coming after few months. So sky is the only limit when we are using generative AI features in Oracle Integration Gen 3 instance. So by the time you watch the class, Oracle may be adding few more features into the AI offerings in Oracle Integration Gen 3. So you have to always go through the documentation link, which I have shown you initially at the beginning of this class, where Oracle will update this document with all the latest features they have released for AI in Oracle Integration Gen 3.